Hello everyone, I am Purva Pawar. Today I am going to discuss the topic regarding the sciatic nerve, where the pain is associated due to injury or compression of sciatic nerve. As it is a part of a nerve, it is also called as sciatica. So now let's start to the topic.
Introduction. The sciatic nerve is the longest and the largest nerve in the human body, running from the lower back through the back of the leg and down to the toes. The sciatic nerve starts as the collection of nerve fibers in the lower spine. These nerve fibers or the roots exist in the spinal cord through the number of openings in the bone at each level of the lower spine called as foramina. This lumbar nerve roots then combine form to a large nerve. The sciatic nerve is about as thick as the man's thumb at its largest point. The sciatic nerve travels through an opening in the pelvis called as greater sciatic foramen and typically runs below the piriformis muscles. This is where piriformis muscle problem or spasms leads to sciatic symptoms. The sciatic nerve then travels down back to the upper thigh above the back of the knees. The sciatic nerve divides into two nerves, the tibial and the common peroneal nerve. These symptoms are called as sciatica or lumbar radiculopathy. The complex anatomy of the sciatic nerve means that the symptoms of sciatics vary depends on the irritations occurs. Causes and symptoms of sciatica. Sciatica is a term that describes symptoms of pain, numbness, and causes of sciatic. Sciatic symptoms are typically felt on the one side of the body. They may include a combination of leg and foot pain, weakness, tingling, or numbness. Depending on where the sciatic nerve are compressed, symptoms may be felt in different areas of the legs and into the foot. It is important to remember that sciatica is a symptom of underlying condition and not a diagnosis itself. Sciatica treatment and management. Sciatica is a condition caused by the irritation or compression of sciatic nerve, marked as a sharp pain, numbness, and weak along the nerve path in thighs. The first line of sciatica treatment usually consists of non-surgical methods that can be applied as needed, such as heat therapy, cold therapy, and pain medications. Applying ice to the low back reduces the swelling around the sciatic nerve as well as the numbness, the nerve to help minimum pain. Heat therapy applied to the low back can relieve the muscle tensions, which may contribute to the sciatica. Additional over-the-counter pain relieving, including the anti-inflammatory drugs, which used to deal with the flare-ups of sciatica. In severe cases, painkillers such as muscle relaxant are prescribed by the doctors to relieve the intensive short-term flare-up, example opioids. Many people find temporary relief by the first-line treatment, but sometimes more intensive non-surgical treatments are necessary for the chronic pain, such as steroid injections consist of the steroid administration directly to the spine to reduce the inflammatory, providing the pain relief that may be last between 1 week or the 1 year. Spinal manipulation administered by spine specialists can reduce the sciatica by adjusting the spinal structures to comfortable position and remove the pressure from the sciatic nerve and lower spine. Physical therapy and exercise is commonly used to strengthen and rehabilitate the back muscles and spinal structures, which can gradually remove the pressure from the sciatic nerve. The alternative treatments such as acupuncture or the massage therapy have also shown the effective for relieving sciatic pain as well as the low back. Cognitive behavior therapy can also help patients cope up with the emotional effects of chronic pain. The mycodystrostomy is a minimal invasive procedure in which the irritant on the sciatic nerve is removed, and it is usually used when a lumbar herniated disc or a bone spur causes sciatica and has relative short recovery process. The laminostomy removes a portion of vertebra called as a lamina to relieve the pressure on the sciatic nerve. This procedure is more common for the sciatic caused by the spinal stenosis and involves a large incision and somewhat a longer recovery time than a mycodystrostomy. These all the treatments depends on the patient's comfortable so that it can relieve the sciatic pain as soon as possible. The aim of physiotherapy is to reduce the nerve pressure caused by the poor moving spinal joint as well as the easing muscular tension in the lower spine, buttocks and leg and returning to the normal movements. We physiotherapists can offer a range of treatments which include advice and education about the condition and how they manage the symptoms, general exercise and staying active rather than bed rest. Strengthening exercise for supporting muscles, example, low back, core, hip. Stretching exercise for tightening muscles, an individual exercise program for the self-management and further provisions. Exercise for sciatica pain relief. Sciatic nerve flossing. Raise your leg and extend your neck at the same time. Every time up, you raise your leg, bring your toes facing to your face to create the dorsiflexion in the ankle. As the dorsiflexion will pull up the sciatic nerve downwards towards your toe. This movement will encourage the movement through the impingement area and mobilize the structure. Repeat this exercise for 10 to 15 times of each leg for 3 sets. Piriformis stretch. This stretch is done in two ways. First in sitting position, second is in supine position. For sitting position, bend knees at 90-degree angle, then cross ankle you want to stretch onto the opposite knee. Grabs the knee you would like to stretch in your opposite hand and draw it to the shoulder. Hold this position for 30 seconds and repeat this exercise for 3 to 4 times. Supine position for piriformis stretch. Start by lying on your back and place the ankle you would like to stretch on the adjacent knee. Bring the knee on the side you are trying to stretch towards your opposite shoulder. Now draw both the knees towards the chest. You should feel a slight stretch in your bum or behind the thigh on a leg you are stretching. Hold this position in a relaxed manner for 30 seconds on both the sides. Repeat this for 4 to 5 times. Pigeon pose. Start by sitting on the floor with the stretching leg in front of you and both the legs in a bent position. If you feel the stretch is too painful, you can draw the foot close to your body and lean over. This stretch your front hip flexors of the rear leg and piriformis muscles of the front leg. Remember to keep the rear leg as straight as possible and hold this position for 30 seconds and then relax. Do this exercise for 3 to 4 times. Cat camel pose. Come onto your hands and knees, making sure that your hands are under your shoulder, your knees are under your hips, and your back is in neutral position. For cat position, sink your back downwards the floor and lift your head up at the same time, sticking your tailbone out to make a curve with your spine. Take a big deep breath at the same time. For camel pose, turn your head and tailbone in the arching through your spine as to a camel hump. Keep breathing at the same time. Repeat this position for 10 to 15 times and take a 1-minute rest between doing 2 sets. Prone press up or cobra pose. Have your forearm flat against the ground and then slowly in a controlled manner push your upper body upright with your chest up nice and straight while allowing your hips to sink towards the floor. This will stimulate the lower back muscles to activate and promote the lumbar lordosis. This exercise can also be done on your hands. Same as the position done for the forearm, it can also be done by pressing up the ground with the help of your hands. A natural curve you have in your lower back to support the body. Hold this position for 30 seconds. Do this for 3 to 4 times with 1 minute rest in between. Hamstring stretch. Stand up and place your heel on a chair or a bench. Slump your body over the outside of your straight leg with both the arms over that side. This will create a stretch on the outer portion of the hamstrings. To stretch the middle portion of the hamstrings, just slump your body over the straight leg while facing your foot and each arm on the either side of your straight leg. This will create a stretch on the middle portion of the hamstrings. To stretch the inner portion of the hamstrings, place both your arms inside of the thighs and slump your body over. This will create a stretch to your inner portion of the hamstrings. Hold this position for 30 seconds or by your 10 deep long breaths. Do this exercise for 3 to 4 times. Help in healing sciatica with nutrition. Diet needs to be contain fiber-rich fruits, lots of fruits and vegetables that will prevent constipation. 2 to 3 cups of green tea per day. Turmeric, garlic, ginger should be added to your food. The vitamin B are highly important and can be found in green peas, spinach, navy beans, nuts, pinto beans, banana, sweet potatoes and lots more. Fruit rich in vitamin A such as dairy products, milk, cheese, yogurt and carrots, fruits like mangoes and apricots. Vitamin C is found in fruits especially in cabbage, tomatoes, potatoes, spinach, bronchal and green vegetables also. Vitamin K source such as bronchal and spinach, vegetables oil and cereals. And the most important is drinking plenty of water.
Thank you everyone for being here today. I really appreciate that you took your time to be here and listen to my presentation. I kindly hope that you all may have understood it and apply to your own aspects. So let's see about it and take care. Thank you.